A whistleblower dropped a bombshell revelation in the Cuomo COVID-19 cover-up. Staten Island nursing home administrator Michael Kraus says Governor Cuomo's infamous orders placing COVID patients back into homes, quote, petrified nursing home executives, and their objections were silenced. Watch this.
Many facilities vocalized it. They were petrified. But they were more petrified of the Department of Health. Once it was shot down, I never spoke again.
Well, joining me now is New York Assemblyman Byrne. Kevin, thanks for joining us. Are you surprised by those statements?
Thanks for having me, Ashley. And knowing what we know now and how this governor has responded to criticism from anybody, including the medical community, no, I'm not surprised at all. And it actually completely matches up with some of the things that we've heard as legislators.
All right, so where does this all stand? Because it seems to me, I'm not going to say he's Teflon, but where do we stand on the impeachment effort with regard to Governor Cuomo?
Well, we've moved forward successfully pressuring the Assembly majority, which is more than 2/3 Democrat majority, into opening up an impeachment investigation. I and many of my colleagues in the Assembly Republican Conference support impeachment. The investigation has been appointed, it's been selected through the Judiciary Committee, which the Speaker announced a couple days ago. There's some troubling news coming from that front. They appointed a law firm to help them with the investigation, not against them having added resources with a law firm, but there's questions about political influence and a potential for conflict of interest, which many of us are concerned about. One of the former law firm partners for over 3 decades is the husband of the Chief Judge, Janet DeFiore. That's been brought up. But what I've done, I'm not on the Judiciary Committee, Ashley, but I've been very involved in this issue, trying to expose the truth from the very beginning, calling for hearings as early as April of 2020, trying to get the truth about the March 25th policy. And what we've done is compile the timeline about all the different things that have happened from March 25th to present. And the answers that we've gotten from this governor and his administration, the Department of Health, have evolved over time. By doing so, we were able to actually pinpoint close to a dozen things that we believe are impeachable offenses. I teamed up with my colleague Kieran Waller from the Hudson Valley, and we actually wrote a letter to the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, Chuck Levine, and to all the committee members, trying to make their jobs a little easier, giving them this thorough timeline. It's all public sources, highlighting every scandal that we've heard about. So one of the questions I get, Ashley, is, when's the next shoe going to drop? I don't know how many shoes this governor has. I think he's walking barefoot right now. There's just been so many scandals. There's the book deal. There's the cover-up of the nursing home desk, the nursing home policy itself, the sexual harassment scandals. It's never ending.
Well, and of course, then there's the sexual harassment investigations that continue to expand and expand. Where do they stand, and how much pressure is this governor under? Because he doesn't seem like, you're not going to get him out very easily.
Oh, I think anyone that expects this governor to resign on his own is dreaming. I think the only way to get this man out of the office is through impeachment. I think that's pretty clear right now. I am encouraged that some of the senior elected officials from the Democratic Party in New York are calling for his resignation, but that's not enough. They need to call for his impeachment. The sexual harassment allegations and potentially, groping and assault, all extremely serious. The Attorney General is investigating that. We know the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office is investigating some of the nursing home scandal. But as far as the legislature goes, we have an obligation to remove a governor if there's willful and corrupt misconduct. I believe there's enough public evidence to substantiate that. And I think the sexual harassment allegations certainly are a part of what the legislature needs to review when we talk about impeachment.
All right. We'll see how it all plays out. Assemblyman Byrne, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate it.